This is the BWF Wrestling Podcast. With your host and the leader of the BWF Nation, the King, Susan's Little Babu, the undisputed BWF Champion, Aaron Bishop!
Hello, BWF Nation. Welcome once again to another exciting edition of the BWF Wrestling Podcast, proudly presented to you by the Hunting Party channel. This week, we deep dive Rock and Foley, the feud from 1999. I have to endure the Sprite and Banana Challenge. I have no idea what it is, but I am going to find out. We have lots more in store in this jam-packed episode. My co-host, G. Patrick Condon, please tell the folks where they can subscribe and check out the archives of our show.
Thank you, Mr. Bishop. Yes, please head to bwfpodcast.com where you will find everything that you need, all of our socials, TikToks. Aaron is going viral on his TikToks. The people love them. They want to see more. I want to see more. Of course, we want you to subscribe, like, and hit the notifications for the YouTube channel that you are watching right now. Thank you for the shout out to the Hunting Party channel. That was an intense negotiation between myself and Aaron to finally get the recognition that the Hunting Party deserves. They've been nothing but supportive towards us through this entire endeavor, and glad to see that they're being mentioned right off the top. Aaron, anything else?
Not that I can think of, so let's roll right into it, shall we? What do we got first? Is it the punishment?
I mean, we could do the punishment right now. Maybe we could save the punishment. Are you doing this in your current location? Is that your plan?
Should I go near a sink? Should I get naked and go into a tub or something? Like, what should I do here?
I mean, I'm not going to say no to you get naked in a tub, but when we discussed it, you asked if you should be outside, and I said, hey, it couldn't hurt. I'm not really sure what's going to happen with this either. I know that it's safer but messier than the Cinnamon Challenge. And so this is now, as we've been talking about. Yeah, so let's do this. I guess we're talking about it now, so let's get into this week's the six labors. And as we have been talking about the six labors, the climb to disaster. Each week through one way or another, whether it's predictions like it'll be this week or trivia like it was last week, myself and Aaron climb our way to a punishment we do not want. You see over here, if I make it to the top, I will be releasing one of our old BWF wrestling tapes. And over here you see Aaron Bishop's belt, which is up for
I won't have to give away.
Yes. And so we both now, through predictions, have lost the Cinnamon Challenge, as we see here. And Aaron now has to do week 2, which is the Sprite and Banana Challenge. Aaron.
Patrick, do I have enough bananas?
Yes. Excellent.
I have enough bananas. Okay, perfect.
Absolutely, yes. Now, I got to say, I might have been looking at the wrong screen there. Were you able to see the screen that I was doing, like showing you saw all that?
Yep, I saw it on the TV.
On the TV in the back? Yes.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, good. It's always a crapshoot around here of what's going to happen. So the challenge is you got to eat, I think, 2 bananas as quickly as you can. And let me see that Sprite. What kind of Sprite do you got there?
It's a 2-liter of Sprite Zero.
Right. Okay. And have you opened that at all?
I have not.
Okay. So the challenge is as follows. It's fairly simple, and it's actually a little delicious, unlike our other ones. Other things where it's eating stuff we hate. It's banana and it is Sprite. So you just eat a couple of bananas as quickly as you can, and then you shotgun down that Sprite as quickly as possible. And then we move on. I think if there's anything immediate to happen, it will happen. Or it might be a delayed response. I'm not really sure. But let's see what happens.
Are you saying that eating a full pound of Kung Pao chicken before this was a bad idea?
Yes, absolutely it was. But here we are. I mean, I would have said not to do it had you had given me a heads up, but it is what it is. Yeah. So, folks, Aaron, where are you right now?
I'm going to move closer to the sink.
Right. Are you still house sitting?
I am still house sitting, yes.
Oh, my. So, even, yeah. Okay. Yep. You see, you good? Now, of course, folks, this is
right here, just in case I need it. So that's good.
Great.
All right.
So this is as a result of Aaron losing the Survivor Series trivia questions last week. It was a close one, actually. It was the first time that we did trivia in a while. A little bit too long, I think, for Mr. Bishop. I, of course, have been studying up on Survivor Series because I'm going to Survivor Series next weekend. And I had the choice between going to Full Gear and going to Survivor Series. Chicago's a little bit closer to where I am than Los Angeles. We'll talk a little bit later about what the card on Full Gear is looking like right now. I don't know if I made the right choice or not. Okay, Aaron, first banana. Those are some fine looking bananas too.
Sure.
Are you're a banana fan?
I don't mind bananas. They're all right.
I eat a banana every day, yogurt, and a couple of grapes. Highly recommend it.
Yeah.
Nice little treat.
All right. Well, here we go.
All right.
Cheers.
Cool. There you go. Now, you're not supposed to look a man in the eye as you eat a banana. Everybody kind of knows that. This is actually just a way of me. Susan, your wife, got in touch with me. She was worried you weren't eating any fruits or vegetables while you were house sitting. So this is actually what this is all about. And you got the sugar-free Sprite, so that's not too unhealthy either. There you go. How's that? Where'd you get the Kung Pao chicken from? Is that a takeout thing, or is that something that you made at home?
Oodle Noodle.
Okay.
Good restaurant.
Oh, okay. Nice.
You got it. Quiet.
We can't hear them anyways. It's all good. So this is banana number 2.
Jesus.
Were you? Oh, mercy.
Oh, my God. Oh, Whew.
All right.
Most potassium is that in a month.
Now, I don't like, it's this weird thing in our culture that the opening of the banana, the end, that's cool to eat, but I never eat the other end of the banana, the very pointy end. How about yourself? Typically, that, yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah. Oh.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah. Oh, my God, this is not easy. Almost.
So we are going to be going into Full Gear predictions after this. Aaron, have you been keeping up with the product at all?
Negative.
Good. I haven't really either. What was I watching? I was watching some Hangman and some Swerve Strickland stuff.
Oh, yeah?
There we go. There's the big stuff right here. Oh yeah, there's that fizzy stuff. So just, I mean, they say drink a liter. It was supposed to be a liter, so. Drink about half of that. My God. Did you ever do the Chug-a-Lug challenge? The root beer Chug-a-Lug challenge back in Gander?
Jeez, no.
How you feeling? He's back for more. Okay. I mean, I don't know what to tell you, folks. I mean, I think if anything was going to happen, it would have happened by now. You're feeling good? Oh, you still got a bunch more left to drink. So, I mean, it's gross. Some gross belches for sure, but
Jesus Christ.
Well, you know what? I mean, if I happen to lose the predictions this week, maybe it won't be that big of a deal if I have to drink it.
I mean, holy fuck.
Where are you? Ain't it?
Down past the label.
Okay, yeah. Still gotta, keep it going.
Holy fuck.
This is just an odd thing to make somebody do anyways. How is the combination of the Sprite with the banana? Is it as good as you think?
It's not bad. I'm almost at half the bottle now.
Okay, well, let's just keep it going, I guess, and then we'll go right into our predictions. All right, folks, let's just head right into our predictions right now while Bishop is doing his thing. And we'll see what's going on. You still feeling good?
Yeah.
Okay. Bullshit. Here we go. Well, I'm pissed, to say the least. I mean, to hear the internet sell it, you were supposed to be projectile vomiting almost immediately.
Really?
Yeah, that's what they said. They said it's
because I use Sprite Zero instead of Sprite. Do you think that would make a difference?
I mean, let's do that. I think that it's more about the carbonation, isn't it?
I mean, you heard my burps. I mean, I was definitely getting the carbonation in there. Those burps were crazy. Sorry, audience. Sorry, nation.
I'm blowing it. I think these so far, like the cinnamon challenge, has not been that great. I mean, it's painful, but visually it wasn't that good. And now this thing. So my whole I made the graphic. I got their heads cut out. I came up with the Mortal Kombat 3 concept, and it's just really kind of a miss right now, I gotta say.
I mean, maybe I'm just not normal. I don't know. Maybe you'll projectile vomit immediately. Who knows? But
yeah,
I'm just really full.
Man, they're saying really here that like a can. You're not belching at all anymore, though, and you don't feel it in your stomach or anything.
Like I'm full. Like I'm filled. But yeah. I mean,
yeah. I'm seeing here that people are saying, "Oh yeah, you just need to have a can."
I mean, I 100% drink more than a can's worth.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways, fuck it. Here we go. Full gear. Now, I don't think that we need to go through all the card. because it's always some bullshit match that ends up deciding it instead of us doing it with using our wrestling intellect and experience to figure out who's going to win these things. So if you don't want to do one, I think we'll just go through it and we can kind of decide whether or not something is worth talking about or not. So first up, I got here Omega and Jericho against the Young Bucks, and the winners. I think if the Young Bucks win, then Jericho and Omega cannot wrestle as a team anymore. They call themselves the Golden Jets.
I'll pick the Bucks. Jericho never wins on North American pay-per-view.
Yeah. I think I can't see the Omega Jericho match ending, or a partnership ending, without something bigger. But then again, Kenny Omega may turn heel on Jericho, and that could be the end of it, which I would love to see. But I'm gonna go with the Golden Jets.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so already, I mean, we could stop right here if you wanted to, but
it's a pretty good card. Let's actually run it down for people too while we're doing it. While we're doing this, I think.
Yeah. Next up, as I was saying, was the Swerve Strickland Hangman Page. Now this match has been doing enough, getting enough press that I actually went looking up the promo that they had against each other. It's getting real personal. This has been going on for quite some time. Swerve took the first match. This is the second one. This is a Texas Death Match, which is what Adam Page beat Jon Moxley using in this stipulated match. Same stipulation. Swerve was at an indie show, and Page showed up in the audience last night, I think, and attacked Swerve.
Nice.
Yeah, it's cool. It's a good program because they're both kind of on equal footing. Like, it's not like Moxley is going to job to Page so that Page's stock rises up or anything like that. They're sort of like on equal footing. Anyways, I digress. Aaron, who do you have in that match?
I'll go with my boy Hangman Page.
Yeah. All right. I agree with you on that one. So
they're probably going to have a third match in the end, right? So they're going to have Page win this rubber match. So
yeah. Next up, we have the MJF Jay White. Now, this is the main event, but I think a foregone conclusion myself.
MJF.
Yeah.
Right.
MJF.
Right. Yeah.
I'm not really sure what's going on with this program. I think Jay White stole his belt and was carrying around his belt or something like that. And MJF is also wrestling with
a mystery partner to go against the Acclaim for the tag belts earlier in the show. And
I guess when we get into news, we could talk about it because there's a couple of things coming up at this pay-per-view that there's some speculation on. People are wanting to know who this devil character is. And also, Tony Khan has teased a signing.
The signing is Ibushi.
Is it?
Yep.
See, I've heard different.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
I heard it's Ospreay.
Oh. Wow. Would he really sign with AEW already instead of going to the WWE?
I don't know.
Intense.
He's still under contract in New Japan, but apparently New Japan granted today Ospreay permission to go talk to other people. So I don't know.
Wow. Cool.
We got
Either way, the double character that we don't know who that is yet, I'm pretty sure MJF is going to feud with that person over the championship, whether that be CM Punk or whoever it is it may be. So I predict that MJF will retain.
Yeah, me too. The
Orange
International Championship, Orange Cassidy, John Moxley.
Oh. Wow. That's a toss-up. Anybody can win this one. You know what? I'll go with your opposite.
Okay, I think I'm going to go with Orange Cassidy on this. All right.
That's fair.
Again, I think this was on Dynamite. There was some sort of interaction between the two. John Moxley no-sold Orange Cassidy's Orange Punch finishing move, which is kind of a bullshit finishing move. And John Moxley is not selling it.
And then they bumped shoulders with each other walking, there one person was coming down the ramp. I think Moxley's coming down, Orange Cassidy was coming up from the ring, and they hit shoulders with each other. Then he actually like pie faced him, and seemed like a real legit, little fight though broke up between the two. So I mean, like obviously it's not real, but I mean they did a really good job selling it. So I'm invested. I can't wait to see what happens. Can't wait to see Moxley bleed. As always.
And next up we have Sting. Who's that? Copeland and Darby Allin against Christian Cage, Luchasaurus, and Nick Wayne.
So for the first time in years, we have Edge and Christian, or Copeland and Christian, in the same ring together, wrestling on opposite sides. I mean, that'll be fun. It'll be a good little nostalgia act. Throw Sting in there, throw Darby Allin there. I think this will be a fun match. Luchasaurus has gotten a lot better these days. I mean, I think Luchasaurus has really improved from a couple years ago. I mean, the guy from Big Brother, Austin, good job, buddy. You got to go with the faces here, right? Got to go with the faces. Nick Wayne, that little shit stain, he's probably going to take the fall. So, yeah.
Okay, well, I think I'm going to go with the heels on this one. I think because Ric Flair is accompanying Sting to the match, I believe.
Yes.
I got a feeling Adam Copeland's going heel. And I don't know why they would delay that anymore. Whatever benefit they had of him coming in babyface is done. And
no, you're right. Done, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going to go with the heels.
Cool.
And, I mean, this is a match. The next one is a tag match. This is a match I don't really want to bet on. I will if you want to, but I hate these four-way tag matches.
Oh, no, it's fine. We can skip it. We can skip it.
And lastly is another match I don't really want to do, which is the women's title match. No disrespect to the ladies,
Moving on.
But it's always a crapshoot on what's going to happen with those.
Yeah.
All right, there you go. So that.
There you go.
Trivia/predictions. All right. I think let's move on to news. I really got to update that trivia thing sooner or later. We're going back and forth. News. So it's trivia predictions. Either which way, a great segment. One of our stronger segments now. And now on to arguably, I mean, our segments are just really got a lot of strength. Really being booked well these days, I gotta say.
Just one banger after another.
Yeah,
one banger.
it's like,
segment.
oh my God, something's going on here too, always. We can review the week in review. Now, Aaron, you asked me to get some photos for this thing, and I got to be honest with you, I didn't do that. I could probably do it in post, but nonetheless,
We'll see.
yeah.
Well, just in case, I'll stay over here, and I'll just imagine.
Do you think? Yeah.
Well, this weekend, the weekend review, Logan Paul ends up saving the life of Rey Mysterio, or does he? Logan Paul comes out saying after almost a very bad botched spot at the Crown Jewel pay-per-view where Rey Mysterio did a moonsault from the second rope, and he almost didn't make it all the way over. He was about to land on his head. Logan Paul caught him last second. Logan Paul said that it was actually his fault and that he was in the wrong position and that he had to move forward in order to save Mysterio. So this actually proves that Logan Paul actually does have, somewhat of a heart and is a good human being instead of being, the complete and total dick that we see usually in his podcasts. So what do you have to think with that?
Wow, I think that's a very strong take, Aaron. But I'm not surprised. I'm impressed more about his honesty. I think that it seemed pretty obvious to me that it wasn't a Rey Mysterio botch. Even from the out, but good on Logan. Apparently, he risked aggravating his knee injury that he got last year by trying to get into place. And a lot of seasoned wrestlers like The Miz wouldn't have made that extra effort to catch Ray. So good on Logan. I got to say, I'm a little disappointed. But still hopeful. I'm going to Survivor Series next weekend. I'm hoping to see Logan on the card somehow. He's a draw. He's one of the people that I'd like to see in a match. He always does something kind of spectacular. It's been very interesting and confusing for me inside.
Well, this brings us to our next news segment. Logan Paul told not to do anything sexual with his newly won United States Championship belt, does something sexual with the United States Championship belt. Is he going to get punished? Will he be at the show? What's going to happen? Patrick, your thoughts?
I didn't know that I had heard that he was asked by Triple H not to fuck with the belt on. What did he do?
He was posing naked in the shower with the belt around him. He was in bed with the belt. He's just a bunch of different scenarios where the belt probably shouldn't be in. Yeah.
Are they? Are they going to use? Sorry.
I did find the video where he was bringing the belt to the pawn shop. Funny. Did you see that?
I didn't see it. I heard about that. That seemed like it was funny. Is this a way to keep him off of TV, or is he just having a laugh?
I mean, you know what? I think it's actually a pretty good idea to have him still be the focus of a champion and do stuff with the belt and not actually be at the show. It kind of makes him seem more prestigious in a way, his matches. You look forward to his matches more instead of just seeing him on Raw every single week and watered down. So, if we can see him different situations with the belt and make me laugh and make it seem more important, why the fuck not?
Yeah, well, one of the reasons why not is that Roman Reigns. So I think the U.S. title is actually on SmackDown, right? Which Roman is never around. So whoever's got that U.S. championship belt should probably be on TV fairly regularly. Not necessarily Gunthering it, but being around. It's not necessarily a news story, but they said that by the end of this year, Roman Reigns will have wrestled 11 times, which is as much as Sting has this year.
Wow.
Yeah. So
there you go.
So SmackDown's happening now while we are recording this, but Raw already happened, and as you know, Aaron, we don't watch the as you know, we don't watch the product.
You don't watch the product, no. Their tagline.
But what I've been noticing in our demographics, in our analytics, is that when we talk about the product, the current product, people eat it up. They want to hear more about it. But
Really?
I don't have that kind of time. Do you?
No, God, no. Ain't nobody got time for that.
So I was thinking last week we had a great time with our guy Brian, and so
Yes.
talked to Brian, asked him if he had seen it. He did, and so we're gonna see if Brian has any kind of takeaways from. And he's on another
Robin's
call.
house.
This guy is just like unbelievable. Okay, this is something we got to talk to him about too, because we've had to block him because he just calls incessantly. And then you and I both know, as we were getting ready to do this, I unblocked him. I said, "Brian, are you ready to talk?" And no joke, like missed call, missed call, missed call. Can I call you, buddy? Missed call, missed call, missed call. Are you going to call me? Missed call. And now we're ready for him. And he's on another call.
Of course. Of course. Brian, buddy.
Okay, I think we're going here now.
All right. All right.
Here, buddy.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, good.
Now, Brian, we were talking to you since we had you on the show last week and found out that you are involved, like you're a Special Olympian. Is that right?
Yes. Can I put you on FaceTime really quick?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
There you go.
Yep.
Hey,
Hey, Brian. Hey, buddy.
Yeah, I'm
how's
here.
it going? Do you see everything, Brian?
I can't see you.
Can you see me now?
No.
What do you see? Sorry. I don't know what's
It's
going
this. It's this blank.
on. Hold on now, Brian. Let's see.
All
wait
right.
now. There we go. Hey, buddy. There you go.
How you doing there?
Hey, what's up? So this is
Hey,
the
hey,
setup
Brian.
here. Do you see? This is Bishop.
you doing, man?
Yeah.
Hey. So, so why don't you tell us a little bit about your experience with Special? I'm glad that you did the voice, the video call. I'm wearing my Special Olympics baseball cap because over the summer I did an event called Over the Edge, where I climbed down this huge building to raise money for the Special Olympians. So I did that for you, Brian. I did it
Yep.
for. I'm a hero to all types of people. So just wanted to let you know. And you don't need to thank me or anything for it. Wanted to know if you watched Raw this week.
I did.
And what did you think of it? Any takeaways? Anything of note?
Well, I think back then, a long time ago, Triple H, or not Triple H, but I'm trying to think of his name. What's that old man's name?
Gosh. Aaron, do you got any ideas?
Vince McMahon?
Vince McMahon?
Yes. I think he fired John. Did he fire John Cena?
Oh my gosh, Brian. John Cena, Vince McMahon is not. Did you watch this past week's episode of Raw?
All right.
Good luck on the basketball game next week, too, pal.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Well, even with our own podcast, Aaron, it wasn't like we hit the ground running. So we got to just make sure that Brian's actually watching this. Maybe get him to take notes, or maybe even get him to switch over to doing SmackDown stuff. Because whatever he's referencing, I don't think any of that stuff happened on Raw this week.
Nope, I don't think so either. I don't think Vince McMahon or John Cena were anywhere close to Raw. Edge and Christian were definitely not on Raw.
I feel like Brian's not taking the assignment seriously. He's more concerned about this basketball thing. And I think, when we talk to him off air, we got to sort of give him an ultimatum. You're either a basketball guy or you're a wrestling guy.
Priorities, Brian. Priorities.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess I have no idea what's going on with Raw. Don't know if that's going to translate into us getting any more clips or any more analytics or whatever. But
I'd be surprised.
I like Brian. What's that?
Make it the cut?
Oh my God! Yes.
Yeah, okay.
You got to talk a little bit more. I think you're intimidated by Brian because Brian looks at you as a professional wrestler, and you're not sure how to handle that kind of admiration.
You're right. You're totally right.
Yeah. That's why it's funny when I was putting you on camera with him, you took your baseball cap off to look like more like a wrestler, or what was that movie?
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly why I did it. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I mean, he wasn't disappointed at all.
No, I guess not. How can you be disappointed in the Bish? Come
That's
on,
right.
right? Yeah.
That's right. You're making dreams come true. And you know what's awesome is that I think Brian's probably going to end up with that belt when it's all said and done.
I think so too.
All right. So let's move it on to what you've been doing all week, which is the Real Deal segment.
Real Deal, yes. Yes, I almost forgot. How could I forget the Real Deal?
So the first thing up we have is Mr. Booger.
Can you imagine a doink underneath this? You can't imagine anything underneath this. Ugh, that is gross. Here is your.
He used to go around with the chicken, right?
Yes, he's going around with the chicken and just eat a whole chicken and pick his nose.
Pudding.
Is eating pudding here.
Wow.
Oh
man.
God. Oh my God.
He used to give Vince a bad, because he'd have like Bertha Faye and stuff like that. But he did Bastion Booger dirty. Bastion Booger used to be Friar Tuck or something.
Tuck or Fire Bunker or something like that. Yeah. And
just humiliated. Calgary guy, I think, did some stuff with the Hearts.
He was also. Yeah, and he was also Norm the Lunatic, I do believe, and as you said, up in Calgary, yeah.
Passed away. Mike something is his name. I can't remember what it is. Imagine to be remembered like that.
Right.
Where's the 21? Whoa. Get up! No, get up! Get up! Oh! Get the trash in! Get away! Get away! Get up! No! I said get up! No! Don't do it! Oh my God! Oh! Ref, come here! Come here! Come here! 1, 2, 3. You gonna apologize or I'm gonna knock you out in front of all these people. Ladies.
That was really good. There was a whole lot going on. And you see some professionals doing this now. Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is Rob Van Dam and Jerry Lynn. Another great ECW feud. These are just some of the highlights from one of their matches at Living Dangerously. I mean, these guys, they always put on a great match. I love watching these guys. Rob Van Dam doing splits. Rob Van Dam in 1998 to 2001, I don't think there's anybody better athletically in the ring. I mean, he could just go, man.
And the stuff he was doing was innovative.
So before his time.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that's good stuff. I mean, and Jerry Lynn is, he's a good wrestler. No personality or charisma whatsoever. And so Rob was very much carrying the match in that regard.
Absolutely. But Jerry Lynn, he's very underrated in his own regard, man. Like he could do a lot of things. Like, look at that. I mean, he was so good in the ring. He was crisp. He was clean. Look at that. He was hard hitting. He could sell.
Is this the match where they did?
Look at him.
Yeah. I think this is the match. This is the first time that I see them do sort of move for move and then kip up and then look at each other with and stand off. You know that little spot? They do it all the time now.
Yeah. Oh, his dumps him on his neck there and go. Did the table didn't break? Jesus.
Yeah. Did you? Speaking of which, did you see the Powerhouse Hobbs spot with Big Show?
No, I didn't.
This week, Big Show was in a match, and Powerhouse Hobbs body slammed him on a car hood, and there was no give. He just sort of slid off of it. Paul White should not be doing that anymore.
No, not at all.
Then we have, I remember this like it was yesterday. What is this?
What is this?
Whoa! 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 What? Are you kidding me? Unbelievable!
That's an example.
Zayn looking forward again. Whoa! 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 What? Are you kidding me? Unbelievable! Zayn looking forward again.
That one.
Sorry?
What made you want to include that little one?
Oh no, I just thought Cesaro was really good back then. It's too bad about his WWE push, but I just thought that was an impressive feat of strength just to be able to catch someone, hold them around, and then throw them up in the air like that. I don't know. That sounds pretty cool.
Did you think that Cesaro should have been WWE champion at any point?
I mean, I think if he was pushed right and his character was right, I think he probably could have been, but not the way that they presented him. No.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I've never really been a big Cesaro guy. I know that he's strong. That was fairly impressive. But I find him to be like awkwardly cringy, whenever he talks. Even when he was like post brass ring whole thing with Vince when he's a man of whatever 6 or 7 languages. He doesn't speak English very well, nonetheless. And any time that he would try to have a good one, it always reminded me of he's never really a good one. It was always like, I can't even think of a specific example, but he would just have a very flimsy grasp of the English language, and so he would say, for example, say if he was in a thing with Big E. He would say Big E, more like Big Loser.
Right?
It's just kind of cheesy. So I think that he deserves his spot, and he shouldn't have left. Here we go. Now, right off the bat with this thing, I already have a problem because there's no way anybody at an indie show is making $40.
You full screen that for the folks? Here we go.
Holy shit!
I think I've seen this before.
Holy shit!
This is the same spot those students just did, actually.
Oh my God!
Oh my God, he missed.
That's
Making sure he's
NWA
okay. Totally. Oh man.
NWA show. Do you think that might have been the Northern NWA by any chance?
Maybe. Could have been the Southern NWA. Who knows?
Because we never brought this up. I meant to bring this up at the top of the show, but last week you were saying to everybody, you got this big announcement, this big exciting thing. I had to say to you, don't say anything, Bishop, because we don't know what's going to happen yet. We don't know. We don't want to set these people up for disappointment. So what is the big thing? Is it happening? Did it happen?
It's been postponed as of now, another week. Hopefully, by the time
you feel confident that it's going to happen?
I'm starting to wonder, naturally, but I do have faith. I have faith. But if it doesn't happen,
will the people know? Will the BWF Nation be let in on the ongoings behind the scenes?
Oh yeah, if it doesn't happen, there's going to be a whole shitstorm that's going to be brewed from it. I promise you that, buddy. Everybody will know it.
Cool. So we will conclude this. The mystery will be told by this time next week. Or are you going to allow it to be postponed again?
We'll see. We'll see what happens. But
I guess the big thing is this big surprise? Has it already been paid for in full?
It has been paid for in full. Yes, 100%.
Oh my God! If it doesn't happen, then I shudder to think that maybe the wrestling business contains some bad actors, if you will, some shysters and some people that are just looking to make a dollar off of somebody. But I'm holding out hope that is not the case.
Faith in humankind, my friend. Faith in humankind.
True, and that is a trait of yours, is that you do have that positivity about you. I'm cynical. I've been saying from the start. And you know what? If it doesn't happen, I'm not going to take any sort of joy in it at all. I'm going to be probably angrier than you are, because I'm used to people trying to take advantage of me. That's what I expect out of people. But you're one of the good ones. People shouldn't be trying to pull this shit with people that are positive and think the best and trust people. So we'll see what happens.
I have a really good interview lined up with the surprise. That's all I'm saying. I've worked super hard on it. So many questions I've written down.
I know, pages and pages.
Okay.
I
mean,
all right.
Come on.
All right. I digress. We'll pick this up next week. I just thought of it because this gentleman was connected with the Northern NWA at one point or something. Anyways, moving
Quiet family concept. It has on the Bray Wyatt
Why did they put the RIP? You can't really see the people. See the people in the shadows there, but it looks like Eric Rowan is wearing like more of a clown mask.
Oh, okay.
I think. And then Harper's kind of got his thing going on there. Summer Rae, that's interesting. Also funny, interesting, they say Bray Wyatt, R.I.P., but there's the R.I.P. from my boy Luke Harper.
Yeah. Shout out Luke Harper.
And finally, on the real deal, it's another. We got to get these guys on the show because these are the real guys, and they could use the money.
They really could.
Just unnecessary. That's why indie shows are the best. I love indie shows. You don't see stuff like this out at St. John's, but at indie shows, you go and see somebody get messed up. People would see stuff like that if they came to our indie shows, but that's what you want to see out of a good backyard wrestling mud fucking thing, whatever Cornet called it.
Mud fucking thing.
What is it called? What does he say?
You say mud fucking thing? Is that what you say?
Yeah. What's the
backyard?
What?
Oh, what does Corny call him? Fuck, I don't know.
It's like a backyard mud show or something. I don't know.
Okay, shit show. Maybe, I don't know. Who knows?
Okay, well, I believe that brings us up to at least the first segment of our main thing, right? Are we? We're into Chronicles. What?
Or are we doing viewer mailbag first?
Well, it depends. Do you want to do a mid-show break on the viewer mail?
We're going to do predictions, right? On the
we did predictions. Yeah.
Okay, so let's save viewer mail for the break. I'm sorry, folks. My bad.
Oh, good. Okay. Here we go.
Chronicles.
Well, Mr. Bishop, we kind of continue on to where we left off last week. We did Deadly Games, the high point, one of the high points of a very good 1998 year for the WWE, which saw the double down of a heel, Rocky Maivia, and a big old loser in Mankind, Mick Foley, who's just rejected by everybody and jobbed out so much that he became a babyface. And so we talked a little bit about what happened at the sort of conclusion of The Rock being over as this massive corporate champion. But he's not finished with Mick Foley yet, though, is he? Mick still manages to not only survive and maintain main event status after just being humiliated, he thrives.
This is the beginning of of Mick Foley's launch into the stratosphere of WWE stardom. Because, after this, said he goes on to face Triple H in main events. He goes on to main event WrestleMania. So, this is a really good, and he has the Rock and Sock Connection tag team with Rocky after this as well. So, there's so much that stems from this double turn at the Survivor Series. So, for the first time since the Bret Hart Stone Cold situation at WrestleMania 13, they did a double switch where Mankind and The Rock go from heel and face, vice versa. And this starts off a big feud. So Survivor Series happens. Mankind gets screwed. The Rock's the corporate champion. Mankind is still the hardcore champion that he was gifted from Vince McMahon a few weeks earlier. So 2 weeks after the Survivor Series, Mankind is going against corporation member, the Big Boss Man, in a ladder match.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Go
The
ahead.
Rock.
Yes.
Yeah, The Rock. Sorry. The Rock comes down and he costs Mankind his hardcore championship, his baby, to the Big Boss Man. And in real life, the Big Boss Man did not even want to win this championship. When he found out that he was going to be wrestling in hardcore matches every single week, he was like, fuck that shit. I don't want it. But c'est la vie. Big Boss Man wins the championship. And from there, we go on to Rock Bottom, the 1998 pay-per-view for December, the last pay-per-view of that year. And Rock and Mankind have a one-on-one match. In this matchup, Mankind actually defeats The Rock, but it was via mandible claw. And McMahon would announce after the match that Rock could only lose the championship via pinfall or submission. So since The Rock did not technically submit, he was still the champion. Mankind gets screwed. It just makes the people invest in their character even more. They really, really want to see Mick Foley at this point win the championship. Next in this road, there's this journey that these guys have. It's one of the most infamous matches of all time. It's one of the most watched matches as well for Raw. We have The Rock versus Mankind. And this match is crazy. I mean, I remember when Stone Cold comes out at the end, it's probably the loudest pop, the loudest ovation I've ever heard on a Monday Night Raw or in wrestling in general. The fucking people went nuts. And over in WCW, if you remember, Tony Schiavone, he would spoil the match because they were live. Raw was taped. He would go on to say live on the air, Mick Foley's going to win their world title. They'll put a lot of butts in the seats, said it sarcastically. And when he did, over 600,000 people switched from Nitro over to Raw to watch Mick Foley win the WWF Championship for the first time.
So is this what we're looking at right here?
This is what we're looking at right here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So I don't care if DX and
this is a classic WWE. Oh, for God's sakes.
What happened? Here we go.
So this is a classic WWE overbook.
It's not going to end up by having a whole bunch of other wrestlers jump in the ring. I mean, it's not going to end up some kind of wild.
How long is this clip?
This match is going to. Somebody's going to win this match. Somebody's going to lose it. Not like the other league, as The Rock now hammers away on Mankind. Now goes for the steel stairs as you see Mr. McMahon looking on. And there's.
So what do you?
Loser Mankind. I'll tell you what,
Let's get back to the line.
over his 15-year career, Mick Foley has given
This is
to The Rock.
The Rock never really held back when it came to working with Foley at all. Like he.
no.
Come on, Rock. Rock, scoop slam. Uh-oh, wait a minute.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, yeah.
Your favorite move.
My favorite move, yeah. The people's elbow.
It's sports entertainment today.
And do you know why Rock was wearing the shirt at this time?
Yes.
Yeah, Rock was wearing the tracksuit and the shirt at this time because he just had surgery and he wanted to cover up the scars that he was healing.
What kind of surgery was it? Do you remember?
Something to do with
To drain his genetically big chest.
oh, so he had breast reduction surgery.
That's right. Now we got Ken Shamrock. Oh, here we go.
DX and the proper team are going at it. Look out.
Yeah, it's just pandemonium.
Crowd was nuts.
It was going crazy.
Oh man, watch this. Yeah, here we go. Oh, they're not going to show the chair shot? What the fuck?
No.
Two, three.
Pretty
People
impressive.
losing their shit. Mankind wins.
So what is going on with Steve Austin at this point? Is he why does he come out and help Mick Foley? Do you
Because I think it's to piss off Vince McMahon. The Rock is the corporate champion. Vince McMahon does not want Mankind to be the champion, the dirty, stinky Mankind, and what does Stone Cold love more than anything than to piss off the boss?
Fair enough. And so it's an interesting kind of thing where, I mean, you even saw at the end of that clip, like Mick Foley Mankind is out. He's done. Stone Cold comes in, smashes The Rock, and then drags over Mick Foley's body to get the win. So it's not even like Mick hit a move and like Mick was unconscious and he won that championship. But, you know, at the end of the day, Mick is still considered to be a legend. Doesn't really take away much from his whole career.
Not at all. Not at all. If anything, it makes kind of sense to have it happen that way. But next in their series of matches is the infamous I Quit match at the Royal Rumble 1999. This is in the Beyond the Mat documentary where we see Foley's kids. They're crying and they're screaming when their dad takes like 9 to 12 unprotected chair shots to the head one after another.
Yeah, video footage.
Rock would go on to win this match.
Yeah. This is somebody recording this on TV. And I'm recording it on TV. This is TV Inception.
TV Inception, yeah.
I'm not a big Rock fan, and I think it's because of this match, because I think he is taking liberties with Mick Foley
Now,
in this.
hold on. I'm shocked that you're saying that, because this is the exact spot that we in the BWF stole in one of our matches, and you were in the rock roll with the wet floor sign from the airport, knocking me over the head over and over again as I'm handcuffed. So, I mean, what's the deal here, pal?
Well, so first of all, that's all alleged. We don't see or have not seen any footage about that. Number two, if this spot did happen in our match, it was because you requested it. It wasn't my idea, for sure. Number three, there's a big difference between a steel chair. Did you just see that? And as good of a sound as that wet floor sign makes, it's not the same. This is insanity.
Don't forget the frying sheet or the cookie sheet. That was crazy.
Cookie sheet was unnecessarily stiff, for sure.
Yes.
Which, again, you bought that cookie sheet.
I did. I went to Walmart, man. I was like, I want the stiffest fucking cookie sheet I can find.
Yeah. Different time. So how many times does Rock hit him here?
I think it's 12 times total.
Yeah. Would obviously, it goes without saying, would never happen in today's day and age.
Oh, God, no. Jesus, no. So, yeah, we can see The Rock here. He will go on to win the match. He puts the microphone up against Mankind's head, and we hear pre-recorded Mankind in the speakers go, I quit, I quit, I quit, which was actually from a promo, backstage promo that happened earlier. Yeah. Rock wins back his championship. So,
nice.
Yeah. What happens next is unbelievable. We have 11 million people tuning into Halftime Heat. Shout out to my fantasy football league, Halftime Heat. This match happens at the Super Bowl 1999, which happened to be the Broncos versus the Falcons.
Oh, yeah.
And
who are you going
it's an empty arena match. And yeah, Mankind wins back the championship from The Rock.
Now, is this the same year that the WWF have the Super Bowl commercial as well? Or is that?
Yes.
It is. Yeah.
Get the F out, or no, not get the F out, but the Attitude Era one.
Yeah, get it.
Yeah, when people jump at the building and stuff.
Attitude, get it, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Cool, yeah. And so this is another great match.
It is, and
hilarious.
This might be the last empty arena match that we've seen in the WWF since.
The Rock, the corporate champion,
COVID.
the young, aggressive,
That's
handsome,
COVID.
intellectual champion. Rock now taking it to this deranged mankind.
Finally, halftime Super Bowl. The Rock, the great one, the most electrifying man in sports entertainment today. If you smell what the Rock is cooking, now I'll tell you what mankind can do. What? I'm taking you out.
Yeah, there's a lot of good spots like that.
What? That's
There's a
3
lot of
points.
spots.
Right to you.
Mankind, yeah. Oh my God, Mick Foley, Jesus.
It's a rock show. How about that? How about that there, huh? Maybe how about this? How about a little cotton candy?
Cotton candy, popcorn.
And he's not the only one with a sweet tooth.
Little cotton candy, you probably
It's
like
interesting
that.
hearing Vince on commentary because his good guy Vince McMahon voice.
How about some bread, you fat?
Well, any members of the crew who are looking for
Oh, the
seconds
hot coffee.
are going to be out of luck. And it appears as though Mankind got some sauce in his eye.
Sauce. Okay, hot sauce.
Mild, you
It's mild, he says.
Again, pinfalls count anywhere. It's the only way this match can end. Not here, no. No. Not on the concrete.
You see part? No.
That's awesome. So, how many people did they draw for this?
That mandible claw, that
11 million people.
Really? And who was the halftime? What was the halftime performance? Do you remember?
Get away from that forklift. Rock going down to the concrete. Mankind really
I
has
wonder
it
if they
cinched
took
in.
out a big chunk. I mean, nowadays, when people are watching that halftime show, like the halftime show is one of the highest rated moments of the Super Bowl typically now, correct?
So, yeah, that halftime show, it was Stevie Wonder and Gloria Estefan.
Yeah. So
no wonder people tuned out.
yeah. I bet that, 11 million. That's awesome.
That's a lot.
Yeah, WWF at this point has never seen, and has not since, like, such mainstream. This has got to be right around their peak of their mainstream. Cool.
It is.
You're going to school. People are telling you to suck it.
Mm-hmm.
Stone Cold said so. Shirts everywhere.
By the time May comes around, the Taker and Stone Cold match on Raw, that's going to be the highest rated match of all time. You're going to see This Is Your Life, Rock. Eventually, this year as well, later in the year, that was the highest rated segment of all time. So 1999 from this point on here, this is peak WWF.
Okay, well, we're actually pretty close to the end of this, so let's jump over to the viewer mail, and then we can just come to the conclusion of our chronicles.
Viewer mail. Here we go.
Okay. Your mail.
What do we
As
got?
we know, we are now in the last we checked, it's about 300. We got 300 people that have written in.
Wow.
And have asked questions that have qualified to take your belt.
300 people. Holy fuck.
And some of these have been good questions, although as much as I would like it to be the best question wins, it's subjective, and what I'm learning is a lot of our wrestling fans don't have the capacity of writing full sentences. So let's see what we got going on here this week. Just a couple of the ones that jump out at me. Da-da. We got one here from Aaron Bischoff.
Oh.
And
In relation
says,
to Eric
question
Bischoff,
is, yeah, that's very close to your name, isn't it? Says, which is greasier, Razor Ramon's hair or your mom's dick mitten? So I'm not going to put that one in because that's very obviously yours, Aaron. And I've said to you many times that you cannot qualify and we cannot rig this. I announced this on K-Rock, and you should be ashamed of yourself. You cannot qualify to win your belt back. All right, bud?
Listen, I am not smart enough to think of Dick Mitten. That is a really, really good one. And
okay, so who is it then? Who do you think it was?
Aaron Bischoff. Whoever that is, I don't know.
All right.
Not me.
Then we got another one called Fuck You Pat. And
You,
the
Pat.
email is patisSoGalen@gmail.com. I tried to email that, and it's not a real email. So that's another thing to bring up that I think is important, Aaron, is that if the email address doesn't work, you can't win. Nonetheless, they said, who is your Mount Rushmore of jobbers? Have you thought about this? You got any off the top of your head?
Off the top of my head, I guess you would have to go the Brooklyn Brawler, Barry Horowitz. Jeez, who's after that? I mean, trying to think of some good ones from back in the day that you see on Superstars all the time, right? Gets squashed every week. But I mean, I can only think of, Barry Horowitz and Brooklyn Brawler.
How about you add Aaron Bishop to that? I don't know if Aaron's ever won a match. I don't know if Aaron's ever won a videotaped broadcast match before, so that would be on mine.
I've won one.
Oh, is it on videotape?
It is. Do you remember I pinned you and Drover was out and I took Drover's arms and he was the referee and I slapped him 1, 2, 3.
Wow.
I win.
I don't know. We'll have to see whether or not that video ever exists. But I don't recall that. So anyways, that would be my long and short of it. And then we got a final one from Andrew Dick, which is, when was the last time wrestling made you cry?
I don't remember. I mean that's a good question. Okay.
Did you write that one? Is this you too?
This is not. Well, it wasn't me. Wrestling made me cry. Let's think. Man, oh man.
I used to cry all the time watching wrestling, but it was during my drinking days, so I was more emotional while watching it. Like when Luke Harper died, I was also cry in happiness a lot, like Kofi when Kofi won at WrestleMania, or when Bayley and Sasha Banks headlined NXT, and I think it was like an Iron Man match. Anytime I saw a wrestler achieve something, I'm pretty sure JR's he beat Andre the Giant with that move probably made me tear up. Like towards the end of my drinking career, I was pretty much just watching wrestling and just getting emotional the entire time. It's a lot for me. How about you, Aaron?
Whenever Eddie or Benoit,
Ben,
yeah,
did you
Eddie,
cry when Benoit died?
I did. Yeah, I cried when Benoit died at first, and then before I realized what actually happened. Before I knew what happened. Come on
He's
now.
a
Well, when it came
murderer.
out, what happened? I mean,
Here's what I mean, I don't know if it was a different time and place, but how did anybody not know when they were like Chris Benoit and his wife and his kid were found dead in their house? It's not like the Brian Pillman or the Eddie Guerrero stuff where it's like dead in a hotel room by yourself. I think, how could you not know that it was murder suicide?
But the Eddie thing was hard. Owen's death was really hard. I cried a lot over Owen.
Yeah, Owen's death was really hard on Owen.
Mm-hmm. I remember crying when Trish Stratus had her retirement match. I know I've cried since. I know I have. I just can't. I can't really think of it though. Maybe when
Kofi?
Edge came in.
What?
No, I didn't cry for Kofi.
You didn't cry for Kofi because you're a racist.
No.
You're racist.
It wasn't that good of a match, and we all knew it was going to happen.
It was a great match with a great finish.
It was decent.
See all those black people crying because of it too? It was an amazing moment, man.
I mean, just whatever.
What about when I think I might have even cried when Vince made the New Day do that gauntlet match and the Usos came out and forfeited? I mean, I was crying. I was crying a whole lot, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I think maybe no, I don't know, but yeah. And the last time I really remember,
When was the last time you cried in general? I think that was a question for us. When was the last time that you cried generally?
That was last year on my trip to Europe, my dad's birthday.
Right. Yes, that's what you said too. That was your answer last time too.
Yeah, being somewhere. It's so good. Oh my goodness.
Let's get back into the Chronicles. What do you say?
Yeah,
that's another edition of the mailbag. Boom. All right. So we're pretty much at the end of this. We have
getting there, yeah.
We have the February 15th Raw, which is a title match. I don't even remember this. What happened?
Before this, they had another pay-per-view match. They headlined 4 consecutive pay-per-views. So the St. Valentine's Day Massacre happened, and they had a last man standing match. But this match ended up in a draw. They both hit each other in the head with the steel chair at the same time. And answered the count of 10.
Cool. Yeah. I mean, Mankind never needed to win any of his matches, really. And I don't think he won very many of them. If you were to look at it, like, I don't know any feuds that he won. He didn't beat Stone Cold. He didn't beat The Undertaker. He did beat The Undertaker
in the original '96 feud. He did beat The Undertaker. So besides that, though, you're right. He didn't really win a whole lot.
Yeah, didn't need it. So I guess this is now the end of the feud because. Yeah, we're on the 4th match. I don't think that we even said who won the empty arena match.
Mankind won the empty arena match. He took a forklift with a pallet and he flattened The Rock down and he pinned him 1, 2, 3.
And so did he win the title then? Was that
He did. He won the championship for the second time.
Wow. And so then it was Valentine's Massacre. That was a draw. And now this is a ladder match for the championship.
Yes, on the road to WrestleMania. So this is their 7th match since November. Crazy. Steve Austin's on commentary.
Champion. He will meet Mankind in a ladder match for the title and a chance to go to WrestleMania 15 as champion. You take the championship belt down, you win the
Thank you,
title,
everybody.
and then you meet Stone Cold.
Yeah, rocket science, don't you? If it's The Rock, then I guess that's the kind of violence you can appreciate it.
Mankind gets thrown into the next.
You got to give The Rock all the credit in the world. Smart thing to do.
Oh, you know how bad Mankind's knees are. You can feel that shit. Stone Cold on commentary is always gold.
Again, that knee.
Well, the winner of this match will go on to face Stone Cold at WrestleMania.
And hindsight being what it is. What I was saying is that it's one of these rivalries that you didn't realize how much they jammed into such a quick, short amount of time. And when you think about it, but that Mankind and The Rock, it's like really made The Rock too as the corporate champion. Yeah.
100%. The Rock would not be The Rock if it wasn't for Mankind. Mankind is arguably the most important character in the Attitude Era because he made Taker go on a different level. He made Triple H. He made The Rock. He definitely made Stone Cold in the feud, his Do Love and all that stuff, or helped make Stone Cold. I mean, he was integral in making all of these stars go and reach that next level. So
it's interesting. He doesn't really get his due like that, hey?
No, he really doesn't. He's just known as the guy who sacrificed his body, did all the stunts, thrown off the top of the Hell in a Cell. But he's much more important than that. And making these stars the way that they were and elevating them as much as he did, that's his true gift to the wrestling world. His legacy is making people better.
Good call. Good call.
Big Show. Thank you, sir. Thank you. And as we see beside the Big Show here, choke slamming Mankind off the ladder. Oh, Jesus. And here comes The Rock. He wins the championship, which sets up The Rock versus Stone Cold at WrestleMania and also Mankind versus the Big Show. Mankind versus Big Show, the winner of that match at WrestleMania would go on to be the referee between Stone Cold and The Rock. So Mankind actually got the pin or count the 1, 2, 3 at WrestleMania in the main event. They were originally thinking about doing a 3-way, Mankind.
Right. Yeah, I think Shawn Michaels got involved with that and said that it shouldn't be a 3-way.
It should be one-on-one, yeah. WrestleMania main event should be one-on-one.
Yeah.
So thanks, Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, until it was Shawn Michaels' turn to be in the 3-way. Yeah.
Until it was Shawn Michaels' turn, exactly. Yeah. Should have WrestleMania 20.
Cool. I mean, it's another sort of interesting era or point of view angle, if you will, of this time that is, the most watched time in wrestling up to that point. That getting to the first main event of Mania 15, everybody kind of remembers The Rock and Austin, of course, and you remember these little pieces along the way. You talk about St. Valentine's Day Massacre. All I remember is Paul White's debut in the steel cage match and Vince taking that crazy bump. I have no recollection of how long and storied that Rock and Mick Foley feud was.
Right? Exactly. And as you said, they packed so much into such a short amount of time. They had 7 matches, 4 of them pay-per-view main events in the matter of 4.5 months. I mean, that's crazy. And in the type of matches that they had, man, Mankind literally sacrificed his body. Gave it to The Rock.
Yeah. Yeah, that I Quit match at the Rumble was pretty infamous, and then the empty arena match, of course, and Mick Foley winning the title for the first time, and then Rock. I mean, two of these championship. The title went back and forth between them almost every match.
Yeah, they switch hands 4 times,
and 3 times on free TV.
Yeah. 2 on Raw and 1 in the halftime heat. Yeah.
It's a different time. I mean, at this point too, are they beating Nitro right now, or if they are, it's fairly early in the game where it's starting to swing back into their favorite, WWF's favorite.
WWE
right?
started to swing back around WrestleMania 14, a year prior to this, and then they're pretty much even throughout the summer. So now is where we see the WWF, the Federation, starting to separate themselves and start winning more and more ratings wars every week. You're going to see the downfall of World Championship Wrestling very, very soon after this. It's unfortunate. By 2000, Nitro, Thunder, none of that shit is even worth watching anymore.
But for now, at least if you're a WWF fan, this is the time to be alive.
Yeah, absolutely. Man, we were in high school. We were grade 10, grade 11 for this stuff. I mean, this is peak high school, peak Attitude Era, peak
Absolutely.
WWF. Man, oh man. As you said, everybody had a wrestling shirt. Everybody was telling each other to suck it. It was a great time.
And it's a great time now, looking back at all this stuff. Aaron, as we close out for another week of the BWF Wrestling Podcast, I just want to make sure that everybody knows to go to the BWFpodcast.com website, shoot us an email so that we can put you in that draw to take off Aaron's championship belt. Subscribe to the channel, notifications, leave a comment. And we also have this thing set up that you can just donate us some money. Aaron might need it after next week, depending on whether or not his interview comes through. It'd be nice for somebody to foot the bill for that. What is that called? It's like Ko-fi. I should really remember what the name of the fucking thing is.
Ko-fi, whatever that is. Yeah,
Ko-fi. Yeah, Ko-fi.com. Oh, Ko-fi. Yeah, like buy us a Ko-fi. Coffee.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Aaron.
Ko-fi? Or maybe it's Ko-fi.
I think it's Ko-fi.com. Anyways, link will be down there and in the description and stuff. Aaron, please take us home.
Thank you again, Nation, for another great week. Thank you for staying all the way through the entire episode, watching us. I hope you had just as much fun as I did today. I feel great after eating those bananas and drinking that Sprite.
Bullshit.
Man, I feel fan-fucking-tastic. I might have some pizza now. Stay tuned next week. Hopefully the interview will happen. It's going to be a great one if it does happen. You guys will not be disappointed. But yeah. Have a great week, everyone, and we'll see you next time.